Today we're going to talk about best practices when adding interventionists, specialists, and paraeducators in our classroom who work with specific students. To add people to our course, we click on the People button, and then we click Plus People. But first we need to know what role we want them to play. So currently we have several roles: student, teacher, TA, aides, designer, and observer. What we've learned is that none of the roles are quite what we need them to be in the whole class. So we need to begin by creating a new section in our course. To create a new section in your course, scroll down to Settings, click Settings. At the top next to Course Details, you'll see a section that's called Sections, a tab that's called Sections. And then you'll see that we have one section here. We need to add a new section. I'm going to name this section Intervention. Now, not all of my students will necessarily need to be involved in this section of the class, but I can add students and another teacher or interventionist to this section, and they'll be able to interact free from the rest of the class. To do that, now that I have this section created, I go back to my People tab. From here, I can add people to my course, and I'm going to use a few friends as examples. This individual is going to play the role of the student, and I'm going to enroll this student in the section Intervention. I'm then going to enroll this student in the section Train the Trainers. Notice now that this student is showing under two sections, Train the Trainers and Intervention. When I add a teacher to the section Interventionists, again, I'm going to choose another friend who I know won't mind. I'm going to make this student the teacher with the section Intervention, and I'm going to choose Can Interact with Users in their section only. So this does a few things. First, it allows the teacher to be a teacher for this student as part of this whole class, but she can only interact with the students who are in that section of the class. So when I go back down to Settings, I can see that this section has two users. And I can see that my Train the Trainers section has 3 users. If I wanted to create an assignment for just the student in the intervention section that only applied to that student, or if the teacher in that section wanted to create that, they would create that here, just like any other assignment, and they can assign it to a particular section or a particular student. Of course, we only have one student in this class right now. That is the best practice. More information will become available soon.